Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the Barrio coming back at you with another video for your butt. And today is going to be I'm going to do 3 video responses. 2 are giveaway content. One is just simply asking for our opinions, to express ourselves about our YouTube channel. So instead of doing it on his comments, I'm going to comment back to him on video. So these first 2 guys, their video responses, I'm gonna do some digging, so I'll let you guys join in on that. That's kind of my motivation to get digging is starting the video. So first, I'm gonna do Gem Mint Cards, who wants us to show him the 5 cards that gave us the most joy, or like the biggest reaction, happy when we got it, something like that. So the first card will be easy. I'm gonna probably just see if I can do this in order. I think the first card that brought me the greatest joy, besides just the 87 Fleer Common Will Clark, that card just does something for me. It gives me feelings. But the first big card that I was like I thought was a dream card that I got will be the 83 Daryl Strawberry, and let me get that. Okay, so this 83 Tops traded Daryl Strawberry has been sitting in here for like Jesus, I don't know, 20, 25 years. Check it out. I mean, this was the first big money card that I ever bought. And when and I had left this space empty now, while I had these other cards, and I knew that one day I would get it, but it seemed like I wouldn't get it till forever. But eventually I bought that card, and I think I bought it around $80 when it was at its peak. But when I got that card, man, woo, I was so freaking happy. The next card is right here in my binder with my 58s. Let me get that puppy out. So the next big card, man, that just made my year was this 58 Tops Mickey Mantle. Okay, this 58 Tops Mickey Mantle, man, I got this on layaway. My first card, because it's actually my second one that I have right here in my binder from my 58 Tops set. But this first card, man, I got it on layaway for a few $100s, man. And, put $50 here when I could. Go back 2 weeks later, next check, and put down 75 till eventually I took it out, man. I remember the day I took it out and getting it in my hand. This was my first, like, big-time vintage card, that just started me believing, like, hey, I could do vintage, man. Because before, I only bought packs, man, and just, $10 cards were like the most expensive cards that I had, and this just opened up a whole new door, man, a whole new vice. And I love vintage, man. So this was my second biggest card, man, that just gave me a boner all day. And so for the next cards, which will I believe will probably be entry 3 and 4, they're in this box right here. So I'm gonna have to dig them out from underneath all this stuff. Okay, and you guys are probably familiar with that guy that I post up a lot, that I see on Instagram, that sells me stuff and fronts me. Well, if you don't know, this right here was the first card he ever fronted me. Okay, the Sandy Koufax rookie. I just never thought I would own this card, and he fronted me. If you don't know what fronted means, was he just gave it to me first and said, "Pay me whenever you can." And this guy lives like in over there, in Boston territory. Forgot exactly where, for like Fargo or wherever, but he fronted me this card, man. This is like $500. Just said pay me whenever, and I paid him off like $50 here. But then when I got my Dodger bonus at the end of the season for the playoffs, this was like 5 years ago, I was able to pay him off. Like at the end, I owed him like $300, man. But he fronts me all the time now, man. I'm always in debt. I mean, but who does that? He just sent me this. This is my PWE days, folks, when I used to send cash in the mail. So I would send this guy like $500 cash in the mail. PWEs. Never had a problem. And if you guys are, and I don't think I was on YouTube yet when I first got this card. I think I was just doing Instagram videos, but what I was known for was licking it because I was so happy. Nothing tastes like cardboard, folks. So yeah, I licked my Koufax rookie, man. It's got my DNA in it. It's my card. That's right. So this was probably like a third card that was just like, wow, that I just had like anal discharge the rest of the week. I was simply in love with this card. Never thought I would have it. He made it possible. Opened the doors for me in baseball card collecting for bigger and better things. Bam! Here's the next card, man. When I finally got a hold of this card, I know it wasn't even worth that much, but to me it was like, wow. Like, it had no price to it, man. It was priceless. When I finally, honestly, I did not even see this card in person, man, until like a few years ago. First card I ever saw, this is it. I bought it. That I saw in person, touched in person. I love this card so much, man. It was like, how does he say it now? Your holy grail, basically. But when I first got this card, I mean, I did the old school thing, man. I had it in a penny saver. I put it in my pocket. I took it to work. There's old videos on Instagram where I would tape it to my mower and I would mow the fields. I did it for like 2 weeks. Had them taped on to the front of my mower, and I would mow all my fields at work with this taped onto the front of the mower. This is just an incredible card. Have you seen my ragu where I pulled it? In case you haven't seen it, go check that out. My ragu video. If I find it, I'll post a link on the bottom of when I pulled this card. It's not actually my actual pull, but this card made me so freaking happy when I got it. And this was not that long ago. And okay, so the last card I need to show you, I believe, is in here. It's an autograph, a redemption that I got. So let me take all this off from the top and dig it out, man. Ciao. So dude, I am digging and I just cannot find it. So hopefully I'll find it. I'm just doing this real quick so it doesn't stop and make the video start over. Dude, I can't find it. So sorry, Gentleman Cards. I just can't find it right now. So hopefully I'll find it by the end of this video. But if I just, when I pause it, I have like a certain amount of time for I can pause it or else the whole video just gets erased. So I'm going to move on real quick to Chasing Ink. And he wants to know what your favorite IP auto that you've ever gotten was. So I'm going to show you my favorite auto of all time, which is this Mickey Mantle. So this is my favorite auto of all time, but he wanted an auto that you got in person, and I purchased this ball. So let me show you my favorite autograph that I ever got in person. Okay, so this is my favorite autograph that I ever got in person. Obviously, I didn't get it IP as he signed it in front of me, but Reggie Jackson gave me this card. You guys know the story behind it. I did that in a response video a while ago for, I believe it was Todd Burlingame, on how you got one of your favorite experiences, your favorite autograph. But like I said, he didn't sign this in front of me, so I guess this doesn't count either. So with those being disqualified, we're going to go to one of only 2 autographs that I've ever gotten in person, and this would be the number 1, which I got from Eric Gagne. If you guys know the story, it was my daughter's birthday and she wanted an Eric Gagne autograph ball because he was the hottest thing in MLB at the time with this consecutive streak. So I ended up getting from him in person. He signed this in front of me. He handed him the ball and the pen. And then Matt Kemp happened to walk by. And when Gagne was tossing the ball back to me, Matt Kemp grabs it. And he signs it. Alright, and this is when Matt Kemp was barely in the league and he was a nobody. He tosses the ball over to James Loney, the first baseman rookie at the time. And then Loney autographs it. So I wasn't too happy because this was supposed to be a birthday gift for my daughter and she just only wanted Eric Gagne. But luckily for me, Eric Gagne asked me, you know, he got another ball for me, and he signed it on the sweet spot and gave that ball to my daughter, and I ended up keeping this one that I wasn't too happy about at first. But hey, all three guys are solid guys. So there you go, Chasing Ink. My favorite IP autograph. The only other autograph I've ever gotten in person was Matt Barkley over at USC. Seriously, Jim and Tim, man, I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off for not trying to find it, and I even broke my tripod right now in the process of doing that. But if I don't find it by the end of this video, man, I'll owe you that. If you haven't seen it before, my I think it's 3 of 3 Bryce Harper gold label, gold frame autograph, man, which was a redemption that I pulled myself. That was my first pull ever, really, and it was awesome. But we're gonna go on to the next kind of video response, and this is gonna be for Those Back Pages. So Those Back Pages, check out his channel, guys. Those Back Pages, and he's always posing interesting questions for the community. And today's question was, why do we make videos? You know. And I just guess everybody has a different reason. I mean, some people just do it for likes. Some people do it so they can sell items. Some people do it to trade. Some do it to show off their items. There's many different reasons, I believe. But my reason is I've been making videos pretty much my whole life. I've been the class clown my whole life. I've been the entertainment my whole life. At parties, I guess. And videos, I've been making videos for Facebook and Instagram way before I started my YouTube channel. And YouTube channel is just basically where I can make a connection with both making my videos and make it about baseball cards. If I was doing it for the likes, you know, or subscriptions or for money, you know, I'd cuss. And I have a lot of times when I'm making a video, I get an idea that I want to do, but I gotta you know, hold it back because I know there's kids watching. I'm trying, I guess, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. So I try to set a good example for the kids and for the hobby collectors, you know, and keep it clean as much as I can. You know I don't do the best job, but that's why I make videos. I've always made videos, and it has really nothing to do with my card collecting. Even if I quit YouTube, I'll still keep collecting baseball cards. There's no real connection there, except for it's just two things I love to do. So and yeah, I keep it mainly baseball cards, but I saw he mentioned baseball collector, how he showed his comics, and I have a few comics. Here's a binder I have. For whatever reason, I have a binder with comics. But I also just recently bought a box to put my comics in. Here's one that's been sitting on my shelf in my bedroom. So wow, this is the first time I actually saw the time that I had on this video. But I mean, I got some old Sports Illustrated also. I do collect, you know, a lot of other stuff. But I had a lot of Mad magazines right here. These are all Mad magazines. Mad. Have a lot of Mad magazines. The first Ewoks issue. Submariner. Transformers. Django. The Nam. That famous picture. So yeah, Batman. Do have a lot of comics also. Just going through them real quick so that you can see a little bit of what I have in here. So yeah, do a little bit of everything. And if you haven't noticed, I have Hot Wheels on top right here on my ceiling. Let me show you a little bit of my Hot Wheels collection real quick. You see that? I got a couple tubs full of Hot Wheels. So Hot Wheels, same as comics. I really don't have any idea of value, collecting, what's hot, sets. It's something that you just buy and you amass things. And so that's one tub of the Hot Wheels. So here's the other tub of Hot Wheels. I mean, there's just layers and layers of them. So my whole plan at first was, hopefully, I thought I was gonna hang them all on my ceiling on these beams, but I need to measure them out first and see if they're all gonna fit up there. Just like that, I just continue them all the way up. But in these two tubs, I got like well over 700 Hot Wheels, so we'll see if I ever get around to doing that. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in for my video response for Gem Mint sports cards. And I also did one for a response for those back pages, and I also did a response for Chasing Ink. Let me show you how to spell that. Chasing Ink favorite auto. So check them out, guys. Love the hobby. Keep collecting baseball cards forever. I said, ciao.